they have energies and they hear. You can really program them. You can really send them and they will go.
Good afternoon to you all. This is Advert Africa, where we bring you authentic African content. And this afternoon, so we are coming your way from Nungwa Shell, where we have gotten in contact with a spiritual herbalist who is with me right now, and we are going to allow him to introduce himself so that we can continue with our discussion this afternoon. So over to you, spiritual father.
Thank you. God bless you. I salute the supreme consciousness within you,
Yes.
with all the divine charm of my mind and with all the love and cordiality of my heart. I'm Richard Okankwe, mostly called my Lord. My Lord has been my name since. And I'm a spiritual herbalist. I deal in all kind of spiritual and physical ailments. Anything hindering the progress of humanity, I try to correct it through divination, through your soul calling, through herbal administration, and so on. So when you come to my abode, I will call your soul and then ask your hindrances, your color of activity, the diseases that you are prone to, your fortunate occupation, and then your fortunate gemstone and minerals to use and so on. So that at least the years that you spend on this very earth, you spend it successfully. When we talk of success, it's also a different thing. So you spend the years successfully and happily. So that is why some of us have been brought to this very earth to really correct the mistakes that humanity is doing.
Whoa, this is so much interesting. You see, these are some of the things we don't get anywhere. Most people are going through a lot of problems, which I think this conversation or this discussion will really help them. It will really help us. So we'll go straight to why we are here. A lot of people have been putting on rings. To the left, to the right of the finger, even to the toes. And we don't know why. But our first question we want to ask this afternoon is that, is it any way connected to the soul? Is the ring any way connected to the soul?
Yes, it is not the ring which is connected to the soul.
Okay.
It is the mineral or the gemstone that is connected to the soul.
Before you go there, you have mentioned something which is so much interesting. What is a gemstone? If we say a gemstone, what is it? What is a gemstone? Well, you'll be mentioning gemstone, and it baffles my mind. I believe my viewers also want to know what a gemstone is. What is a gemstone?
The gem are ornaments which are like stones. Say a diamond, or in the crystal form. I'll say that a diamond, agate, ruby.
Okay.
I think they are more moonstone. Those are stones. They are really stones with different colors.
Okay.
Ruby is red, the moonstone is white. Pearls are white. You see, so they are like a crystal stone. They are not match stones. Sometimes they are in the form of a glass. In a glass form, you see that when you crack them, as if they are glass, and they have energies and they hear. You can really program them. You can really send them and they will go. There are gemstones that you can put in your room and then tell the gemstone that, or program the gemstone in a way that you say that when somebody throws something to me, throw it back at a tree. Then I will know. You see that even when the tree begins to die, then you know that someone wants to kill you. So those gemstones, they are sensitive energies which are made to help humanity. But it depends the way you do it. You can use it otherwise. So the gemstone is a crystal. It's a crystal that is sensitive and has an energy which hears and which acts according to our wish.
Oh, this is so interesting. I'm telling you, this is so interesting, amazing. This is the first time I'm hearing this. This is the first time I'm hearing this. That there are some stones called gemstones, and they are stones that commands energy. Whoa, viewers, this is so interesting. I believe you subscribe to the button. Subscribe, so that there will be more. We'll be coming more. We'll be coming more times to hear these things because we need to know these things. Okay, back to our question from the beginning. Before we go back to our question, I want to ask this question. What is a soul? We are talking about soul. What is a soul?
A soul is an energy that has a unique God character and that finds where to live or where to express itself. Because the animals have souls, some plants have souls, but depending, we have elements, the 5 elements or the 4 elements, the fire, water, earth. Depending on the number of elements that make that entity that the soul resides in, that depends on how intelligent the person is. There are times that it is only made of 2 energies plus the soul. So the person or the being is not intelligent as humans, because humans are made up of the 4 elements. Some entities, I would say that the angels are also made up of 2 or 3 elements plus the soul. When you look at the undines, they only have 1, which is the water element. They have one element, which is water, right? And then the soul. When you look at the dwarfs, they have the earth element and then the soul. When you look at the salamanders, the salamanders are the fire spirits. They have the fire element and then the soul. When you look at the genies have 2 elements. The genies have 2 elements. They have the air element and then they have the earth element. So they are 2. That is why mostly people call genie because they are a little bit intelligent. They can operate on 2 different energies. So that is how it is.
Whoa. You see, viewers, will come back to this genie, this salamandi, and all those. We'll come again. Spiritual Father. We'll come again to that. But today's topic, we want to know how does the ring people have been putting on, how does it have effect on the soul, and how connected is it even to the soul?
You see, the world or the universe has principles or laws that governs it. The law, there's no mercy in the law. There is no favor in the law.
Whoa.
The sun shines on everybody, whether you are a good person, you are a righteous person, or you are an evil man, or you are doing good or you are doing bad. The sun doesn't shout, it shines on you. The air blows on everybody. So it means that they don't have love. So when you disobey their principle, they deal with you accordingly, knowingly or unknowingly.
Whoa.
Whether you are a child, you are a newborn baby, or you are the oldest person on earth. All you need to do is to have a better understanding of the principle of this very earth. Then you'll be able to live peacefully. And that is why some of us are here, to really guide humanity to along the path of righteousness. So with how the soul is connected to the body, the soul wants to graduate. You see, it's like class 1 to class 6 or to university. The soul wants to graduate. So when you pass certain exams, you are being taken to certain planets. You pass. When you read the yoga philosophy, it will tell you the hierarchies and then where when you graduate you will go. Some will say that on this very planet, when you graduate, you become, or when you degrade or you fail, you go back into the animal kingdom or the plant kingdom, and then you rise again and so on. But all in all, it is this very planet Earth is an examination hall for humanity or for the soul, and the soul is God replica. Or the reason why they say God, God, the generator, the operator, and the distractor, God. So you will have the means to generate, you have the means to operate, and you have the means to destroy. So you are your God. That is why they say God resides in you. You are the God. You can generate things to yourself. You can operate it, and you can destroy yourself or destroy others as well. So that is why they say you are God. That is the reason why they say you are God. But ignorance has made us to derail from our real source. And sometimes it is programming. Someone has known that for you, you are this, or when I leave you, you will be this. So the person programs you on radios, on televisions, on the social media. People are being programmed that what they have to do to liberate themselves psychically, physically, and spiritually, they don't do it, so that they become slave to certain people. And that is what we are witnessing all around, mental slavery.
All right, viewers, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Right. Viewers, this is so much amazing. I am so amazed. Sister Father, this one, he said, my Lord, this one, you get this only on Advert Africa. It's serious. So just subscribe to them. Go down there, then press on the subscribe button and subscribe so that you get more content. Because this is not just the end. We are coming for more. Okay, my Lord. Let's go to the topic for the day, which is the ring and the soul. So we are going to look at the rings, the fingers, and what they mean. Because the generation today, we just buy ring outside and put it on because we don't know anything. We want to know the spiritual implications and how connected it is to the soul.
We all have different elements that it belongs to. Some are from water, fire, air, earth. And each element has its own gemstone and ring, or I would say that a mineral. Some will use gold, some will use gold, some silver, some iron, brass, copper. Depending on what it is, you will see that people use copper because it's sort of can carry energy smoothly. That is why it is used for electricity, because it can carry energy smoothly. So if you want to carry energy, if you are somebody you want to carry energy, say you are a spiritual healer, you want to carry energy smoothly in and out, then you use copper. And iron, you will see that the local side we use three different minerals, which is the iron, the brass or the copper, and then the iron, the brass, and copper. You will see that they twist it.
Okay.
Yes, it has significance because they want three energies. They all have what they do. That is why they twist it in a way that when you wear it and then it is being programmed, it will be able to bring your desire, your physical, your mental, your spiritual desire for you. So with the fingers, you see that when you look at the fingers, they all have their names and their planet that controls it. And the palm, as you see, all about you is written in your palm. All about you is written in your palm. And they all have the laws or the rules that governs each part of the palm. So people who read palm will tell you that this is this, so it is that. And today, because we're going on the ring, let us just go briefly to the planets that rules their laws. Okay. And then maybe 1, 2, 3 we tackle them, we go straight to the ring, so that you know that when you wear a ring on certain part of the finger, this is what it means. When you watch my palm, this is the mercury finger, the small finger, the little. This is the sun or the Apollo finger. This is Saturn, which is the long finger, and then the index finger is Jupiter, and then this, the thumb, is Venus. Beside it is the moon, and then the upper mass and lower mass. They all have laws that governs it. And whatever it is that 7 universal principles that you have to be able to know, and then you live by it. Then you have freedom on this planet Earth. When this the Saturn finger, it is being governed by the law of gender. The law of gender tells us that in everything there is male and female. It is the male egg, and then the female egg, and then the male sperms that came to ignite, and then it sprout human beings or a soul. So it means that it is telling you that when something must manifest physically on this very planet Earth, then it is this very law, the law of gender, that makes it to happen. So when you want to check on this thing, and when you want something, say you want to progress on this very planet Earth, things that you wear must be on this Jupiter, because physical manifestation of material resources has to do with Saturn finger. So you wear it there. And what do you have to wear there? Sometimes your soul will instruct on what you should wear, or the doer of the ring will tell what mineral is good for what you want. Then it will tell you the finger to wear it. So if you want physical manifestation of material resources, you wear your ring on the Saturn finger, which has to do with the physical manifestation of the material resources. This tells that if you want something to manifest physically for you to see with your eyes, it is this law that does it. And this law tells us that in this planet Earth, we are not living alone. We are living with the mineral kingdom, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, before the human kingdom. And the mineral kingdom is what you want to merge with yourself, so that you'll be able to get something out of them. So every mineral has its vibrations and its do's and don'ts. So it is good also. Some will say that gold, but some people will wear gold and then it will be calamity. Some will wear silver and then it is calamity. So it is good that you go to the right person to be able to do the divination and then tell you the kind of ring or the kind of mineral that is good for you. You see that there are some minerals and that have been, there are signs on it, rings that have signs on it. You see that when we take dreams out, dreams tells you what you have to do without paying anybody. Dreams tells you, and when you know how to interpret your dream, you get everything you want without going nowhere to anybody. From there, the second aspect of knowing or divination is the soul calling and then the palm reading. The palm reading deal with signs. It will tell you some signs, cross signs, this signs and so on. But the soul will speak for you to hear. But the palm reading will only deal with signs and symbols. So these are the two things. All about you is written in your palm. So when somebody reads your palm or somebody calls your soul, then the person has done the right thing for you. And then you should not go with dogmatism. They say this, so it is that. You have to go with you finding freedom for yourself. That is how it should go. When you come to the Jupiter finger, Jupiter has to do with the law of cause and effect.
Before you go there, can I come in?
Yeah, come in.
Is it the same as, you see, we have the left and then the right arm, or the left palm and then the right palm? Is it the same as the names you are giving to me with the left and the right palm? Is it the same names applies to the left palm?
It's the same.
It's the same.
It's the same.
Okay. So if it's the same, then I could see that some of the ladies, when it comes to promise ring, we have been putting the promise ring on this finger that you just described to us. That is where they put the promise ring. So what implication has that one to? The promise ring.
You see, I've told that this is the law of manifestation.
Okay.
Physical manifestation. So the person wants something to manifest physical, as you have said it, you will have to do it.
Oh, okay.
Or it must come to pass. So he wanted the thing to be physically manifested. So he put it here. That this very ring finger, that the sun finger, this finger is governed by the law of mentality.
Okay.
The law of mentality. That in this very planet Earth, before you can really excel, you have to be mentally organized. Other than that, you cannot go. And it has to do with the sun, which is the father or the father of this solar system. That is why this planet, this universe is called the solar system. Because the sun is the father, and the sun finger is this. And if you want to deal with the father, you have to be mentally organized. So you put the ring here. If you want to be popular, you want to be one in one, you want to be one of all in all, you want to be whatever, you put it here. That is why mostly it is being put there. That I promise that I will do whatever to become number one in cooking, in responsibilities, in whatever. I want to be number one. That is why you put the ring, the wedding ring, at the sun, where you have to mentally organize to be able to fulfill your desire. That is why you put the ring here.
Okay.
And this Jupiter, this Mercury has to do with communication. When you put it here, if you want as a journalist, you want to be vibrant, you want to, when you speak, nobody talks. You want people to love you, then you use this little finger. Use this little finger. Some will use a thumb.
Okay.
That is a willpower. There are people who don't have willpower. When they are doing something, they cannot complete. When they are say boozing, maybe drug addicts and so on, you put it on here, on your, to be able to have that willpower. When you want also to be loved, you put it there. You see, but this is communication. But this is love. This is the real Venus, which is love. So you put it here.
So what about the index finger?
The index finger is the Jupiter, which is the cause and effect. There are people who that's all the time they don't do the wrong thing, the right thing. All the time they do wrong thing. There are people who sometimes, if they have to get something now, the thing is coming and they will move from the place and the thing will come. If they have to go here tomorrow to get something, they will get sick and they will be able to go tomorrow. So for those people who sometimes they say that how do they call this thing? Promise and fail.
Yes.
That is a Ghanaian language. Promise and fail. Those you put the ring here so that whatever is hindering your progress, sometimes it might be curses. Sometimes it is that there's something that you have to do at your home, your father's home, or the stool in your father's home. Sometimes you have to go pour like this, you have to do something, you are not doing it. So it is reflecting in your life. Sometimes it is your doings. Sometimes you are doing something which you're supposed not to do. Maybe you don't know. Some you know. Say like there are times that you don't have to eat certain meat or certain fish or certain things you don't have to eat. Even some vegetables you don't have to eat. Others are eating, but when you eat, it contaminates your body. But you don't know and you are eating. So when you wear the ring finger there, the index finger, you wear the ring there, it will direct you and it will straighten your life and it will take away all the shackles that is holding you to the wrong side of life or that are derail you from the real you.
This is serious. Wow, viewers. This is so wonderful. But I want to ask the last question. And the last question has to do with you spoke about the index finger, which is you said it's Jupiter. Now the ladies put it there or the men put it there and then we say we are searching. So the ring is there. Anybody that sees you mean that you are searching. How does that come to play?
Yes. You see, there are times that everything we want on this earth, it has already been made. Researchers have made so many things that as that we now should not suffer. But we are suffering more than those who made that research. You will see that when they say water, they say H2O. They have given you the hydrogen, the 2, and then the oxygen 1. What is hydrogen? What is oxygen? Oxygen. They've given you the formula already. So when you are using water, we have to use water well. So when we don't use water well, it is not their problem. You see, so everything has been made already. It's only up to us to understand. When we go to science, there are thousands of formulas. And those formulas, some of them are authentic. That you have to follow. When you want something, you follow it and you get it. So when you look at this index finger, it's called the Jupiter, the law of cause and effect, the law of causation, which has to tell you that whatever you sense out in word or deed will return to you. What you give, you will receive. If you give hate, you will receive hate. If you give love, you will receive love. So it is telling you that this I'm searching. It could be a wife, it could be wealth, it could be health, it could be tranquility. I am searching. Therefore, I am open to energies that will help me look for it or that will bring it to me. I am open for corrections in my physical, emotional, and mental bodies. I am open to whatever entity or whatever guru that will come to my aid and help me acquire what I want. So when you see a finger and index finger there, you know what it means. So that is what it means.
Wow. So the searching we are saying is not just for partners, not just for relationship. This is so interesting. I want to tell you that this one is just for relationship. No, it's not just for relationship. Our spiritual father has just said it. My Lord has just explained things to us. What we've got into, we'll just allow him to tell us much about himself and what he does here, so that next time we meet again, we'll dive more into this, because there are a lot of questions I need to ask. There are a lot of questions I know they are on your mind. You can put it at the comment section, so that when we meet him again, we'll ask those questions for you, so that you'll be able to know this life, know the spiritual things, and know how to walk and know how to live, so that things will go well for us. So, my Lord, over to you. Tell us more about you, what we are supposed to expect when we come here, and then tell us your location, so that our viewers can locate you anytime they want to. So, over to you.
Thank you. It is everybody in this world wants to develop, to improve, and then to get whatever he wants, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. But this very physical body, people say your physical and your spiritual, but it is not the spiritual alone. You have your physical body, your emotional body, your causal body, your mental body, and your spiritual body. And all these energies or all this body comes together to you. Therefore, you need to program all these bodies. When you program them, you'll be able to have that freedom. And when you come to my abode, what I do is that I call your soul, the soul which is the chief priest of your body. I call it, and then I ask the soul, your weaknesses, your strength, your fortunate occupation, your color of activity, your marital status, the diseases that you are prone to, the unknown and known spiritual influences. I ask all these things, and then I tell you where you are going wrong and what you should do. There are times that you neglect what belongs to you. Sometimes you have to go to your mother's home to do your rites, and you are not going, and so on. Maybe you might think otherwise, but when you go, just pure water, just 20 milliliters of pure water that will be poured on the ground for you can liberate you more than giving somebody $10 million. So it is about knowledge. When you come to my abode, I teach you what is your real self. That is self-realization. I teach you self-realization, and I guide you to be able to go without sicknesses, because mostly when somebody passes 25 years, so sickness till you are dead. But when you know yourself, you not get sick. You not get sick. So when you come, I will give you your emotional medicines. Sometimes I do pranic healing, which is the astral healing. Wherever you are in this world, I can heal you. Just send energy. It's like phone. You call somebody abroad, the person is not with you, but you talk. So that is how energies too can be transferred from one place to the other. So I do pranic healing as well. I do sauna. There are times that you have to put the person in the heat. Our local people do it. They cook the herbs and then they cover you with for the vapor to penetrate you. I do that one also. It's also very effective, and I give physical and mental and spiritual coaching as well. But I'm located at Lungwa, just adjacent the Shell filling station, Lungwa. I'm in the same building with Opinion Radio. When you get to Lungwa and you call me, I will be able to direct you. And wherever you are in the world, don't worry, you can get your physical, your emotional, your causal, your mental healing as well. So you call me on +233 243 150078. God bless you all. May the Lord God give us understanding.
All right. Viewers, we'll be back again, same time, on the same channel, Advert Africa. This is where you get the authentic African content. So see you again, and it is bye-bye.